told that when you join the US Marines, they give you a joining manual. And the joining manual's first page says, "Hey cadets, welcome to the Marines." And then it goes on to say, remember, there are 4 ways to do anything on earth: the right way, the wrong way, the Marine way, and my way. Now we all know the right way because every scripture on earth explains what the right way is. We don't want to know the wrong way even if you happen to know it. The Marine way has been perfected and documented over centuries and forms one of our standard operating procedure manuals, which have all been stacked in the library, which you can go refer to anytime you want. Hey, but my dear friend, now that you have joined us, we're very interested in knowing what is your way of doing things. Let's start by giving a statistic or maybe a maths problem. So, here's a question. What percentage of people on earth do you think are very clear about where they are headed? They have a vision, they are very crystal clear about where they are going, and they know how to achieve those aspirations they have set for themselves. When I ask managers to look around and tell me, give me a figure of people you think are very clear about where they are headed. They have a vision and they are working towards it. Now I get a figure of 2%, 5%, and when I push them, maybe 10%, but never more than 10%. Actually, double digit as an answer to this question is very uncommon. You know what we're actually saying? Less than 10% of people on earth are extremely clear about where they are headed in life. Now we have this guy Pareto who gave us the 80-20 rule. He, for example, said 80% of the problems in a company can be traced back to 20% of the employees. What is the probability that a leader with a clear vision of where he is headed will also have a follower who has his own clear vision of where he is headed? Now, to get the probability of such an event occurring, that's 20% of 20%, works out to 4%. What we're saying here is there's only a 4% probability that a leader with a clear vision of where he's headed will also have a follower with a clear vision of where the follower wants to reach. So let's extend the problem further. Now, what's the probability that a leader who's very clear about where he is headed will land up with followers who are very fuzzy about where they want to go? Now that again is 20% of 80%, that works out to 16%. Now on the same logic, a follower with a very clear vision may get a leader who has no clue where he is headed, and that probability is again 16%. Now comes the last part of the quadrant. What is the probability that a leader without any vision or clarity on where he is headed will also get a follower who has no clarity on where he is headed or has no vision? This is a very dangerous and a sad combination. The sadder thing is the fact that this works out to 64% probability. You know what we're saying? Give me a random group of 100 people and 2/3 of them may have no clue on where they are headed, and they are following people who have no clue where they are headed either. This is the case of blind following the blind. I once saw a bumper sticker behind a car in the US, and it says, "Don't follow me because I too am lost." And that is the story of 2/3 of people in our companies. In your company, you've got a choice of deciding which quadrant you want to belong to. Does it matter that you haven't got a leader who knows precisely where he is headed? No, it doesn't. By having your own vision clear, if your leader doesn't have his vision that belongs to the top 16%, rather belong to the bottom 64%, the choice is yours. Now, employee could say, I really want to go beyond what I am now doing. I want to chase my dream, realize my vision. But the company says, no, please stay with whatever the company hired you for. Now, there is a way for an employee to go beyond what he has done and proven, to explore areas that he believes will get him to realize his aspirations quicker than if he was in any other company. But before he does that, we need to finish with a process called earning your stripes. You willfully joined a company, you willfully joined a kingdom with a king who has his own rules. When the kingdom changes, rules change. If the rules have changed, it's important to know what those changed rules are. As long as you play by those rules, as long as you show the king that you are a loyal subject and you can be doing a good job here, you may find that after a while, the king takes his eyes off you and leaves you alone. Or he realizes that you are a valuable subject in the kingdom and therefore he better be nice to you. Now, once you achieve that situation, you have earned your stripes. And once you have earned your stripes, you can then go up to the boss and say, okay, now that I have already earned my stripes, what else can I do to learn more and become a better manager, better person, a better professional? I think the problem comes when executives and managers want to and hence go on to do things beyond the company given brief without earning their stripes. I also think a bigger problem happens when you earn your stripes but still continue to do what you have always been good at doing, continue to do what you were hired for, rather than going beyond your comfort zone and exploring doing new things. To us, the second issue is a bigger problem. I always ask managers, will your boss have a problem if you aren't part of his team? And they all say yes. And so what have you done about that? What have you done about a valuable situation like that you have achieved for yourself? How about exploring beyond your proven areas of competence? How about showing the company that I would now prefer to be doing something else because I'm already good at this? When executives complain to me saying, it's the same job that I've been doing for years and the company doesn't want to shift me to something else or give me something else to do despite many requests. Yeah, sure, that's a legitimate complaint, but I'm sorry, I always blame the employee and not the company for such a situation. If you're not valuable, what the hell are you doing in that company anyway? If you are valuable, why don't you stand up and ask your company, I've already shown you what I can do. I already shown you I can do what you hired me for. But these are the other 4 things that I want to do. When do I get to do those? Please give me a timetable. If the company doesn't give you a timetable to do the 4 things that you want to do, give them a timetable on how you can achieve those 4 things. The responsibility, I'm sorry to say, is completely on the employee. We really do not see organizations on their own coming and giving each of the valuable employees a blueprint on how the employee will move ahead towards the employee's stated aspirations. In fact, many organizations do not even know what the individual employee's aspirations are. They have no programs to find those out. Even if they do know what the employee's aspirations are, they are not obliged to meet those. Getting the employee's aspirations met using the organization as an instrument to meet those aspirations is entirely up to you, the employee. Said so far, you have to be very clear about what the role of this current job in this organization is in achieving your life's aspirations and in helping you along on your own roadmap. Look around you for people with vision. Latch on to them. Use them to develop and perfect your own vision. Be unafraid to show them my way of doing things. Continually evaluate the utility of the job you are now doing towards achieving your life's goals. Earn your tag as a valuable employee and use the heft that this tag gives you. Marcel Proust advises that we don't really have to keep going to new places to get new experiences. He says, the real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes.